Very easy and simple question. How many of you, when you grow up, want to be able to take care of your mom and dad? All right, parents, you see these hands now, okay? So I want you to hold it to. All right, you can put your hands down. And that pretty much was my goal also. I'm what they call an EK. And what an EK is an education kid. My dad was the principal, and my mom was a physical education teacher, okay? So the first thing that went on in my household was you could not play sports unless your grades were good. Absolutely, unless your grades were good. And good was not making this or that. Good to them was all A's and a couple of B's, and we didn't want anything more than a couple of B's. So that instilled in me at an early point that you cannot do everything you want to do until you prepare yourself to do them. All right? So when I left middle school, I went to high school, and guess who worked at the high school I went to? My mama. So we only had one rule in my house. Boy, you do not do anything at that school to embarrass me. That's real simple. So you better not go to that office. You better not have a teacher call. You better not have a teacher come down here. You better not have a note. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. All right? So that was a real simple rule. That was a real simple rule. How many of you would like for your mom or dad to follow you around at school one day? Okay, that's great, because that's how you should govern yourself. You should govern yourself as though your mom and dad is at that school every day with you. All right. When I was in high school, I played 3 sports. I played football, I played basketball, and I ran track. All right. All of those, I'm not saying I was good at all of them, but I stayed active. You have to make a commitment to stay active. You remember when I told you earlier today, we have too many ACBs, air-conditioned babies. You need to stay active. You got to stay active. Not only physically, but mentally. This summer, you should be reading as well as working out. Why? Because if you want to go on and do great things in life, there are 3 judges by how you're going to do that. The words you speak, the company you keep, and the books you read. I'm going to say that again. The words you speak, the company you keep, and the books you read. All right. So when I went on through high school, I was lucky enough to get a scholarship. And there are 3 ways to go to college. You can either get an academic scholarship, you can get an athletic scholarship, or you can pay for it. And I'm gonna tell you something. There is no greater feeling when you go to that college campus and they ask you how are you gonna pay for these books and how are you gonna pay for these classes, and you say scholarship. And there's no better feeling to your parents if you are able to say those same words. No greater feeling. All right? So that's one of the seeds I want to plant. I don't care what you're good at, whether it's academics, athletics, whether you play an instrument, whether you're good in arts, whatever you do. If you want a school to pay for your education, you have got to be committed to it. And they will pay for your education. They will pay for your education. Fast forward. Buddy kind of told you, when I got to my senior year in college, I think going to professional leagues was not on my agenda. I promised my parents I would graduate, and I was 24 hours short of my degree. So if you don't know what 24 hours looks like, I went to school on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 in the morning to 9 in the evening. All right, yes. Because I had made a commitment to get my college degree. And when I asked my father, who gave me these words of inspiration, I said, well, Dad, can I take, the semester off and start training for the NFL Combine? He said, son, I don't have a dime to pay for your college education. So whatever that scholarship run out, that's when it's over with for you. So that's why I had to take 24 hours. And buddy, I'll tell you, I missed rookie camp that year. Because like I told you, playing professional football was not on my agenda. Graduated from college was. So when I got up there, everybody was ahead of me. Everybody was, far ahead of me. And like Buddy said, it was 28 people in the defensive back room. The one thing I did when I looked in that defensive back room was I did not see 28 people that were better than me. And this is where the other point, this is the other nugget that I'm trying to put into you right now. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you are exactly correct. Let me say that again for you. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you are exactly correct. The first person that believes in you is you. All right? So with that going on to be said, yeah, I did get a chance to play on the highest level. Got to play with a gentleman, you may know him, called Deion Sanders. So yeah, we got to be able to do some. Didn't win many games, but we had fun. And part of my journey is just like your journey, right today. Going to football camps, making new friends, improving, having fun. This is the greatest part of life right now, where you are right now, okay? So what I challenge you to do while we're out here for these 3 days is to get better, make friends, and work hard every day. Those are the 3 things that I challenge you to do. Get better, make friends, and improve every day. So that means I want to see you doing things better on Tuesday than you did on Monday. And I want to see you doing them much better on Wednesday than you did on Monday. Can we agree to that? Can we agree to that? How do you feel? How do you feel? What do we love? What do we love? All right, thank you so much. Now, Mr. Kerr's gonna, don't move. Mr. Kerr's gonna give you some instructions for tomorrow. Okay, I want to see. And I also want to thank you and your parents, because this is the largest camp that Kids and Pros has ever had.
Okay, give me 2. Give me 2. 2. Great job today. All right, you notice that we're on you. Here's what happens in life, and especially in sports. If you got a coach that's on you, in other words, he's correcting you, he's sometimes even raising his voice at you, he's doing it because he cares. He's not doing it just so you can see what you could feel or see what he's angry or no. He wants you to get better. So I want you to think about this in these coaches. I want you to think about, if a coach says, hey, go do that again, you can do that better. I want you to think, instead of saying, oh, he's mean to me, or he's not fair, or any of that stuff. Hey, son, come on. He's mean or he's not fair. He cares about me. Because what this camp is all about is helping you guys understand that football is fun. And you have more fun the better you get at it. And the more you work hard, the better you get at it. And the better attitude that you have, the more that you will work hard, and the better that you get at football. And then you'll have a heck of a lot of fun. So that's what this is about. 5 principles I want you guys to repeat after me. When I say sportsmanship, I want you to say, have a good attitude. Sportsmanship. Have a good attitude. You choose your attitude every day. It's not your teacher's fault. It's not your parents' fault. You choose your attitude every day. Secondly, integrity. When I say integrity, I want you to say, do the right thing. Integrity. Do the right thing. You do the right thing when nobody's looking. Everybody's eyes to me. You guys will be introduced to the 10 NFL players that are out here. You got 10 guys that played in the NFL. And if we line them up right here, here's what they would say. Here's what their story would be. When I was 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, coach, they're talking, please. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old. I was hanging out with a group of guys. And then they started doing things that I knew that weren't right. I went this way. I made a choice to separate into purple. Come on. Come on. Yeah. I made a choice to not go along with the crowd. Let me tell you something. You don't get to play at the highest level. You don't get to be great unless you're not afraid to say, you know what, I'm not doing that. It's not the right thing to do. I'm going to operate at a higher level. I'm going to do what I know is right. That's how you become great. And look, there's a few of you guys that are going to listen to what I'm saying and listen to what we're saying and do it. And then you're going to wake up one day and you're going to go, man, you know what? I was able to accomplish some stuff. There's going to be a long line of people that are going along with the crowd. They just want to have fun and they just want to hang out like everybody else. There's a long line of people like that. But there's a short line of people that say, you know what? I'm going to be great. I'm going to be great because my decisions are going to help me be great. Your decisions and your choices determine your life. Who you hang around with determines who you're going to be. So, that's integrity. Thirdly is excellence. When I say excellence, I want you to say exceed expectations. Excellence. Excellence. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story. Anybody know who Jerry Rice is? Okay, the hands down. Jerry Rice, I had the not privilege of playing against for a lot of years, because Jerry Rice played at San Francisco when Robert and I were playing in Atlanta. So we played against him 2 times a year. Let me tell you about Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice is from Mississippi. Jerry Rice was a second-round draft choice out of Mississippi Valley State. Now, Mississippi Valley State is a historically black college and university. A lot of the best African-American players were going to Alabama, Mississippi State, and all that. He went to Mississippi Valley State, okay? Went there, had a great career. But he could only run like a 4.65, 40, you know, great hands, and he had a really good college career, but he wasn't that fast. So he got drafted in the second round by San Francisco. But let me tell you what was special about him. I'm going to give you a scenario. You're on this football field, and you're having what they call team drills. Team drills, you start out at the 5-yard line, and you run plays all the way down the field, and you run them as fast as you can run them. So what will happen if a running back is a running play, say go, he'll run 5 yards past the line of scrimmage, plant, come back, give the ball back to the quarterback, run another play, boom, 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 boom. So here's Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice is playing wide receiver. So he's out about 5 yards where that 20 is right there, 5 yards, and Joe Montana is the quarterback. Both these guys now are NFL Hall of Famers. So Joe Montana goes 44, said height. Jerry Rice goes 5 yards, plant, catches the ball, boom, runs 5 yards, 10 yards, 15 yards, 20 yards. His teammates are going, what's this clown doing, this rookie? 30 yards, 35 yards, runs the whole length of the field. Goes, touches the goal line, and then runs back. His teammates are like, man, we're going to be out here all day. What is this clown doing? He comes back, gets in line. Next play, catches it, boom, scores all the way. His teammates are upset. So, first game, Jerry Rice plays, catches numerous passes, 2 touchdowns. So next week in practice, during the team drill, guess what everybody that touched the ball did once they carried it or caught it? What'd they do? Ran all the way to the goal line. Jerry Rice wasn't going to just be like everybody else. He wasn't just going to be just enough. He was going to, in his mind, score every time that he touched the ball. That's called excellence. You exceed expectations. You do more than what's required. NFL players today, you hear they're making all these millions of dollars. You should see what they do. They're working out. They're challenging us, getting up in the morning, getting into work at 6 o'clock, 5:30. Just saw an E60 on J.J. Watt, 4:10 in the morning. He walks in the training facility. 4:10 in the morning. He's going to be the hardest worker because he knows that's his edge. I'm going to be the hardest worker. I'm going to exceed expectations. Good example for you guys. Number 4 principle is perseverance. When I say perseverance, I want you to say never quit. Perseverance. Never quit. Once you start something, you don't quit. When you're out here and you're doing these drills, and let's say you fall down, or let's say you don't do it well, you get back up. Did you know that in the NFL, when somebody makes a tackle, 75% of the tackles are made after somebody gets knocked off their feet? If they got knocked off their feet and they went, oh, I'm embarrassed, he made me look bad. Oh, if they had that, they would never play in the league. You got to learn how to get knocked down and get back up and never quit. here's a last principle. It's called teamwork. When I say teamwork, I want you to say respect each other. Teamwork.
Respect each other.
Teamwork.
Respect each other.
Now here's what we're going to do. Parents, make sure these kids are getting plenty of water and Gatorade after this. Make sure they're eating so that they get here, they got plenty of energy. What we're doing is we're evaluating you. Everybody, eyes to me. We're evaluating you because Wednesday we're going to have a award ceremony. And we're going to award top 5 kids plus a lineman in each age group, starting with 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 and up. So we're going to give 42 plus awards, and these are character awards. It's not necessarily the best athlete. So you're the best athlete, and you come out and you're doing your thing, and you're strutting back. You're not necessarily going to win. We're interested in the kid that's going, hey, good job. And he's trying hard as he can. Maybe he didn't do it well the first time, but he did it better the second time. He did it better the third time. This character is what will help you be great in life. And we want to award you that. So we're going to give character awards. And this is going to be Wednesday. So parents, starts at 5:30 the next couple of nights. Please be here so they're on the field, and they're going to start at 5:30. Tomorrow night will be kind of like tonight. We'll end at 9 o'clock. Wednesday, we'll end at 8 o'clock in terms of the field portion. We'll give awards. We'll recognize the great sponsors that helped us put this on. And then after that, we got a special dinner for the kids. We're going to have all kids have some goodies upstairs in the pavilion there. So, all right. So, did you guys have fun tonight? Parents, thank you and bless you for bringing the kids. Now, we always break it down at the end. We're going to always break it down in the end. Come on. What he's going to do, everybody sit down. What he's going to do, he's going to go 1, 2, 3. And when he says 1, 2, 3, I want everybody to go hard work. Okay? Here he goes.
Hard work on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hard work.
See you guys tomorrow. Thank you.